Hi, I'm Katie and I dream about becoming a professional full-time artist one day. I've been on YouTube for more than a year, but I've never talked about what inspired me to become an artist. And that is animation, my first true love. It might sound cliche, but that's how it is. So the day I watched Spirited Away for the first time in early 2000s was the day I decided I wanted to become an animator. This anime movie both scared and fascinated my childish mind by the appearances and personalities of the characters. The plot as well as the visuals were so magnificent, it all made me sure that animation is one of the best ways to tell a story. Though it never occurred to me to study animation professionally because of a stereotypical attitude towards art in general in the society I was growing up. As a result, I just wanted to be an animator in my free time after school, university, or work. Even though animation is not my only focus today, I want it to be a big part of my life. First personal animation project that I started and finished in 3 days was more of a stop motion made of several frames drawn by hand on paper. I made it in 2013 in the middle of preparation for university exam in a subject that had absolutely nothing common with visual art. This is Lily, my first ever animation character. After Lily, I had a big pause because of university and then my first job at bank. I got back to animation years later. I bought a refurbished iPad in 2017 and started using Medibang, a free drawing program to make GIFs or GIFs, tiny animations in a loop. Later, I switched to Procreate, another drawing program with animation making features. What I love about animation is how I can turn anything into motion, into life. This process requires a lot of time, patience, and skill set. I've never learned anything about animation other than some particular information, mostly about the program features. For example, where in the settings was a loop option or fastening option of frame movement. But I learned many nuances on my own based on my experience during the process. When I didn't know how to do a certain thing, I would start searching for potential solutions in my head, and when I came up with ones, I would test them. One of the solutions would always work, and each time I would get surprised by how a mind works as soon as it faces a new creative problem. The last gift that I made in 2019 was a girl chattering. I wanted it to have a glitch effect, and this is what I managed to do. This gift took me 2 weeks to finish. The hours of drawing and coloring each frame was simultaneously daunting and enjoyable. Knowing that turning my idea into a final piece would be extremely rewarding was what kept me going. I missed these feelings, so I'm getting back to experience them again. Animation industry is not developed in my country, Georgia, but there are many creatives interested in this field. We used to have lots of animated movies being created in early 20th century since 1936 with the first animation called the Argonauts. One of my favorite Georgian animation is There Was a Mouse Once, which is about a mouse that is always frightened, scared of a cat. Not even a magician will be able to help it by turning it into a dog and then into a tiger. Shifting appearance won't change the mouse's frightened, a bit coward heart. Nowadays, only some animators work on their personal projects and create short animations sometimes. One of the contemporary animators is Natia Nikolashvili. I watched her amazing high-quality professionally produced work, an animation called Lile. She also worked on one of my favorite Georgian writer's novel adaptation, but so far I have not had a chance to watch it. Lastly, I'm sharing one of my favorite animations that is on YouTube, Ninja Owl, created by a contemporary animator 𝓱𝓵 The plot is simple and understandable, therefore extraordinary, especially because of the song used in the animation, which is performed by an animator and his lovely daughter Gato. animation without knowing basics left me with several unfinished projects because of how complicated and tangled each one was. That's how important not skipping first steps is. Since I'm getting back to animation and this time I'm being serious about it, I want to learn more about fundamentals and helpful techniques that can help my process get easier and more efficient. Right now I'm trying to find some good resources like books, articles, videos, or even courses, so I'm open to suggestions and I promise to share my helpful findings with you in the near future. Meanwhile, I wonder what lies ahead.